Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. This is part 4 of the chapter squares and square roots. In this part we will be continuing some interesting patterns what we have done till our last part 3, and we will be solving in this part 4 first 3 questions of exercise 6.1. Students, yesterday we learned second pattern, adding odd numbers, that is sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square. I explained you 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus up to 2n minus 1 is n square, and nth odd number as 2n minus 1. Next, third pattern, before that third pattern, use of this sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square can be used, or use of it is checking whether the given number is a perfect square or not. That I explained you, and I gave you based on that some homework also. Try this, I gave homework. I hope you have done. Here in general what we can say, amongst these given 5 numbers, which is perfect square or not to be identified. How to identify that? We can identify through same successive subtraction of odd natural numbers. Successive subtraction of odd natural numbers helps us. 121, it is a perfect square because 1 subtracted from it gives 120, and 120 minus 3 117, 117 minus 512. You might have done that. Let me explain only those numbers which are not perfect squares. So 121 is a perfect square because sum of first 11 odd, so sum of first 11 odd natural numbers is 121. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19. So we have got 10 so far, plus 21 gives us 121. So this is a perfect square. But whereas in the case of 55, it is not a perfect square. Why? Because when we add first 7 odd natural numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7th. When I add up to 13, it gives 49. If I add once the 15, it becomes, if I once subtract 15 out of that leftover, we get minus 9. So 9 is to be added to make it a perfect square, or it has to be subtracted from that 6 to make it a perfect square. So we have seen that this is not a perfect square. One can check that. The successive steps, how we have done, this way we can write 55 minus 1 in first case gives 54. In second step, 54 minus 3 gives 51. In third, 51 minus 5 gives 46. Let me erase this. So in fourth step 46 minus 7, fourth odd number gives 39. In fifth 39 minus 9 gives 30. In sixth 30 minus 11 gives us 19, and in seventh step 19 minus 13 gives us 6 6 only children, 6. And in eighth step, this is 6 06 I have written, so 6 minus 15 gives us minus 9. So we can say clearly given number 55 is not a perfect square because we are not getting 0. So from that, if you subtract 6, it becomes a sum of first 7 odd numbers, that is 49. When you add 9, it becomes sum of first 8 odd natural numbers, that is 64. So this is the method of doing. Here similarly you might have done for the rest of the numbers. 81 is a perfect square, 49 is a perfect square, but 69 is not a perfect square. Continuation. I gave you third pattern, number of non-square numbers between two continuous or two successive perfect squares. We learned that also there are 2n number of non-perfect squares between the square numbers n square and n plus 1 square. This is what we learned yesterday, and I gave you this. Try this. How many natural numbers lie between 9 square and 10 square? 9 square is 81 and 10 square is 100. Between them, how many are there? Here small is 9 fellow, 9 twos are 18 non-perfect squares are there. So 18 non-perfect squares are there. You can check 82, 83, 84 and so on up to 99. Or the other way is 100 minus 81. 100 minus 81 gives 19. That means there are 18 fellows. That's how we could say also. Similarly, between 11 square and 12 square, there are 22 fellows. 11 twos are. Between 100 square and 101 square, 200 numbers are there. Between 90 square and 91 square, 180 numbers are there. Between 1000 square and 1001 square, there are 2000 numbers are there. That's how we can quickly say how many non-perfect squares are there. We can quickly say. So continuation to this, we will be having now fourth pattern. This fourth pattern is a sum of consecutive natural numbers. Sum of any two consecutive natural numbers. Observe the pattern, observe the things. First, 3 square is a 9. 9 is a sum of 4 and 5. 5 square is a 25. 25 is the sum of 12 and 13. 7 square is 49. 49 is sum of the 24 and 25. 9 square is 81, which is sum of 40 and 41. 11 square is 121, which is the sum of 60 and 61. 15 square is 225, which is the sum of 112 and 113. So, can I identify who are those two consecutive natural numbers when they are added gives us a perfect square? This is the question comes. In the case of 3 square, they gave already. 3 square minus 1 by 2 is first fellow. 3 square plus 1 by 2 is the second fellow. In the case of last, we shall do 15 square minus 1 by 2 supposed to be the first fellow. 15 square plus 1 by 2 supposed to be the second fellow. Is it true or not? Let us check. So, first number supposed to be this. What is 15 square? 225 minus 1 by 2. So, 225 minus 1 is 224 by 2. So, 224 by 2 is 112. Yes, we got it. Similarly, 225 plus 1 by 2 gives 226 by 2, which is 113, gives the second number. So, this formula is helping us. We will continue learning this. So, a sum of consecutive natural numbers, if you wanted to identify for n square, you need to do n square minus 1 by 2 gives first number, n square plus 1 by 2 gives second number, whose sum gives n square. It is very simple. Algebraically, if you do, you will get the same thing. 2 is the LCM. N square minus 1 added to n square plus 1. When if you remove the bracket, n square minus 1 plus n square plus 1, when addition is removing the bracket, no change of sign. So, plus 1 minus 1 get cancels. So, n square plus n square is 2n square by 2. So, 2n square by 2, 2 cancels, gives us n square. That's how we got it. So, we can say n square is the sum of two successive or two consecutive natural numbers. Which are they? They are n square minus 1 by 2 is first fellow, and n square plus 1 by 2 is the second number. So, we can say like this. Okay, students. Now, we will go for some work on this. Try this. Here, express the following as the sum of two consecutive integers. Express the following as the sum of two consecutive integers. So 21 square we can express as 21 square minus 1 by 2. 21 square is 441. So 21 square minus 1 by 2 is the first number. 21 square plus 2, sorry, plus 1. Let me erase. By 2 is the second number. So 21 square is 441. 441 minus 1. 441 minus 1 is 440. 440 by 2. 440 by 2 is 220. And next number is 221. So we can say that 21 square is the sum of 220 and 221. So similarly, for the rest of the three numbers you do it. That is your homework. Do you think the reverse is also true? Do you think reverse is also true? That is, the sum of any two consecutive positive integers is a perfect square number. Is it true? Let us take, I have taken 5 is 1 and 6 is another two consecutive positive integers or consecutive natural numbers. Is 5 plus 6 a perfect square? No. So it is a big no. That means, is the reverse is true? No. Reverse need not be true. So you can give some more examples to support your answer. Okay. Now we will go for solving exercise 6.1. Students, in the 6.1 exercise, I am giving you 3 main questions. These 3 main questions are containing sub questions once again. In the first main you have got 10 sub questions. In the second main you have got 8 sub questions. In third main you have got 4 sub questions. I will do 1 in each and you have to do rest of the things as a part of your exercise book. You will be doing all these questions of 6.1 exercise in your exercise book based on what I teach, any one out of them here. So let us take first main question. The first main question is, what will be the unit digit of the squares of the following numbers? So students, if I want to say the units digit of square of the following numbers, I have to watch their units digit. You know, square of a number ending in 1 ends in 1. Square of a number ending in 9 also ends in 1. Square of a number ending in 2 or 8 ends in 4. You have to recollect that property. So based on that, I can say units place digit or unit digit of 81 square is 1. Because it is ending with 1, its square also ends in 1. This way you have to write. Remember, you have to write properly. You cannot write 81 square equal to 1. It is wrong. You have to write in sentence only. For example, in the case of, let's say, 9th question, I have written units digit or unit place digit, units place digit. You can write unit digit of 12,796 square is 6, because it is ending in 6. Square of any number ending in 6 ends in 6. This is how you have to write. Okay. For the rest of the things you write on your own. Now we will go for second main. So second main question is, the following numbers obviously not perfect squares. Give reason. They said already these are not perfect squares. You have to just give reason. Now, to say any number is a not perfect square or a not a perfect square, you have to watch its units place digit. So no perfect square ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8. So we can say, based on that, 1057 is not a perfect square as it is ending in or ending with 7. So no perfect square ends in 2, 3. That is, no perfect square ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8. It is R 8. So we quote this important property. Students, this is how you have to write. So you can easily say which are not perfect squares. Next, here try to observe in the case of fifth one. In the case of fifth one, 64,000 is not a perfect square. Here it is ending in 0. Why it cannot be called as perfect square? Because no perfect square ends in odd number of zeros. So no perfect square ends in odd number of zeros. So we make this sentence and give reason. 64,000 is not a perfect square as it is ending in odd number of zeros. So you write that sentence and give no perfect square ends in odd number of zeros. So rest of the questions you do on your own. Next, third main. The third main, the square of which of the following would be odd numbers. So you need to tell square of 431, is it odd or even? We learnt very important property, square of an odd number is odd and square of even number is even. So we use this knowledge in saying square of whom is odd. Here 431 is odd, so definitely square of 431 supposed to be odd number. 2826 is even number, so square of it is even. So definitely it is not giving us its square as odd. 7779 is an odd number, square of it will certainly give us an odd number. Next, 82,004 is an even number. Since it is even number, its square also will be an even number. So definitely its square will not be an odd number. You can reason out like this. So students, here in overall what we have learnt, we will see now. First one, the square of a number ending in n number of zeros ends in 2n number of zeros. One of the property. Next, a number ending in odd number of zeros is not a perfect square. Second property. If we combine two consecutive triangular numbers, we get a square number. This is one of the pattern. Next, the sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square. This is second pattern. If the number is a perfect square, it has to be the sum of successive odd numbers starting from 1. This is continuation of the same. The sum of first n odd natural numbers is n square. Based on that, we got one of the important pattern which helps us in identifying given numbers are perfect squares or not. Next one. There are 2n non-perfect squares between n square and n plus 1 square. So this is one more important pattern which we have learnt. So for today, this much is enough. We'll continue with the rest of the patterns and rest of the exercise questions of 6.1 in our next session. Thank you. Jai Hind.